Great effort again by Gate City defense.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I've always enjoyed a good defensive game.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I can just really appreciate what our boys are doing tonight. They have completely shut Battle down for 2 quarters.
And, they forced the 2 turnovers early. Of course, Gate City, though, they've had 3 fumbles. They've lost 1. Again, we're up to 28 turnovers on the season, almost 4 a ball game. But, again, they've got to be able to eliminate that again for a good second half here.
Well, you pointed out we were late coming out of the locker room. Maybe they were in there rubbing some pine tar on their gloves.
Yeah, like I said, if they can just stay focused, not come out and, last week we battled back. No pun intended to John Battle, but we battled back against Lehigh. We were up 20-12. Lehigh came down, scored, went for the 2-point conversion, got it. 20-20, we kept our composure, went straight back down the field, and again got that game-winning touchdown, field goal, 23-20. So let's see if we can keep our composure here as we get the second half kickoff. Again, as the Gate City marching band exits the field for the last time of the season. Again, we talk about the playoff implications. If Gate City does make it, the only opportunity they have is as the number 8 seed. With the way things are starting to shake out tonight, that will be the only way that we can make it. So, but again, we got to take care of business here. Got a few things to take care of. Of course, we'll be watching a few scoreboards. Talking about the scoreboards, we'll be back on the flip side of this commercial break with some more scores and get you ready for the second half. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports here on the Campus Drive-In Halftime Show. Thank you for listening to Gate City Sports Radio.
For exceptional Mexican food and the perfect place to stop in before heading out to watch another Gate City victory, La Carreta Express in Weber City offers a tremendous menu of authentic Mexican cuisine at a great price. La Carreta proudly supports Blue Devil Sports, and they're open 7 days a week, even until 10 p.m. every night except Sunday. So dine in with them today or give them a call at 276-386-7000 for call-in orders. Again, that's 276-386-7000. And they're located next to Weber City Drug on U.S. Highway 23 in Weber City.
Again, we are back here. We're about to open up the second half. Gate City will be traveling right to left on your radio dial, if you had a radio, if you're listening to it on the radio. But again, they'll be facing the scoreboard as they go in, as they start the third quarter. John Battle will be kicking off, going left to right. Again, of course, they showed they can kick the football and kick it deep. It's one thing we've got to be able to take advantage or take care of, keeping him out of field goal range. And see if we can get a good return here. Special teams has been the strength of Gate City as we went throughout the season, as we talked about. Let's see if we can get a return as Rob has returned from the Campus Drive-In, back from the rice pilaf and hamburger. Let's get started with the second half.
Got the spaghetti dinner with salad. Just made it back in time, as you said, Joe, as we lead 14-3. Great shape after two huge defensive turnovers by Gate City. One good thing, too, where John Battle decided to take the kickoff. We're going to be receiving the second half kickoff, which is going to be an onside kick, and it's going to be recovered by John Battle. It was a pooch kick like what we've done many times, and we had our up lineman there, but weren't able to come up with it. Luke Reed was right at the 42-yard line, but the ball squirted through his hands and was jumped onto by number 9, Bryson Denton.
Rob, I just don't think we were ready for that.
No.
They weren't expecting it. The ball hit us right in the hands, and just weren't ready.
And, we saw the kicker in the first half. He was bombing them. Everything was touched back. Again, great start for John Battle. Again, they opened up on the Gate City 43-yard line.
It was a good call for Battle. I wasn't expecting it.
No, that's the only way they're going to get good field position tonight. It seems like is on mistakes by the Blue Devils as they run the motion again. They go straight up the middle and little, maybe a yard, 2 yards at the most. Denton carries the ball straight ahead for maybe 1 as they ended up recovering the ball at about the 44, so they've got the ball close to the 42-yard line. on the Gate City side of the field. So
it's going to be huge for Gate City to limit them again, keeping them third and longs, as we talked about. Passing is not their strong suit, so we'll have to see what happens here on 2nd down and 8.
Witt in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 1 to each side as he hands the ball off straight ahead. And getting close to the first down is going to be number 9. That is Bryson Denton. Denton gets the ball straight down to about the 36-yard line, but they need to get to the 34, so it's going to be 3rd down and 2. 3rd and 2. You would think this is 4th down territory, the way that John Battles had trouble moving the ball tonight. Again, they've got the 2 wing running backs if they put one in motion, which they do, but they hand the ball off straight ahead. Again, finding a hole this time to the left side. It's going to be their running back. He gets down to the 30, 25, 20, down to the 18-yard line. Bryson Denton carrying the ball again. This down to he got through the hole right there on the left side. And once he did that, he cut the ball back, and just good blocking by John Battle that time.
Defensive end came up the field too far. Again, when you're talking about a triple option team, you have to kind of stay with space relation to the quarterback in the dive back. He went up too far, created almost a natural one. The linebacker couldn't feel, and again, he got the big gain.
And as you said, there's running the triple option as the quarterback holds on to it this time, and he's going to get thrown down. Levi Roten on the stop. Little to no gain. That's going to be Witt. They talked about using their 2 quarterbacks tonight, but number 6 Walker Osborne has only been used in about 2 plays. But I believe Osborne is coming in this time to run the offense.
Look for number 80, Jonathan Looney. He's not been in the ball game all night. He's in as a wide receiver, 6'5". Again, he's got the height advantage on DeAndre Mack. Let's see if they go to him.
Mm-hmm. Again, we have a new quarterback in, and he's going to hand the ball off straight ahead running, and power running. A new running back, Dylan Cunningham, 6 foot junior, carried the ball for about 15 yards.
Again, John Battle with all kinds of momentum here with the onside kick. Of course, anytime you only have 40 yards to drive, you're in pretty good position. Again, they got a 1st down and goal. Looks like about the 6-yard line.
As they wind the clock, they're going to keep their quarterback in Osborne. Fresh quarterback, fresh running back, fresh wide receivers, and what does that mean? Fresh new scorer, right, as taking the ball straight ahead, almost untouched, was number 20, Dylan Cunningham. Cunningham has only touched the ball, I believe, twice tonight, both on this drive, and the second one he carries the ball into the end zone. So switching out players is giving the Trojans new life and some fresh legs. So we'll see if we switch some of our running backs around here to start the second half as well, as we're ready for the extra point, snap back, kick up, and this kick is going to be good. So with 9 minutes and 8 seconds to go, your new score, Gate City 14, John Battle 10. Chris, what do you got for us, buddy?
Well, one score I know you're going to love to hear. Sullivan East 12, Sullivan North 0.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Of course, we talked about that one. That was a 21-point spread on that ball game. Where they, of course, North down with those injuries. How about the Fighting Patriots?
Yeah. North's down 6 players. They lost 4 players last week.
Are we making excuses, Rob?
No, I was just saying they're down 6 players.
Well, Dobbins Bennett all over Morristown West right now, 21-0. Science Hill is up 21-6 now on Jefferson County.
Again, Dobbins Bennett, Science Hill, both playing for their playoff lives, and of course, as we talked about with the Northeast game, not a lot to play for. I mean, North was locked in that 4th seed, and of course, like I said, the Inspired East team is talking about inspired team. John Battle come out and took it down the field. Their kickoff here again as we.
I would be watching for the kick.
So all all on an onside kick as we were not ready for that at the beginning. So this time again, as Joe said, he nails it down as it's fumbled at the 10-yard line, and Levi's going to get the ball, and he's going to get swamped down. John Battle has more momentum and more energy right now than Gate City does. You can see that they've got a lot of fresh legs and you can tell by the cleanness of the jerseys that they've switched a lot of players out. Just right there on special teams, they only allowed Levi Roten to get 5 yards.
Gate City has not sustained any drives, even in the first half. They jumped up the 14-0 lead off the turnovers, but they've not taken it the length of the field like they did against Lehigh or Marion the last few weeks. Let's see if they can sustain a drive this week.
Yeah, under center is going to be Sally. Sally's going to hand the ball off straight ahead, and that's going to be Reed. Reed's going to get the ball to the 20-yard line, right at the 20. So we're going to give that a gain of right at 4. It's going to be second down and 6 from the 20.
Here's a score of interest for our Bristol audience. We've been getting quite a few listeners up that way. Tennessee High right now is up 14-0 over Cherokee.
Tennessee High what?
Tennessee High is up 14-0 over Cherokee, and Crockett has taken a 7-point lead to the half over Boone. They're up 14-7.
Back here, going to be another handoff straight ahead up to about the 25-yard line. It's going to be Reed carrying the ball once more up to the 25-yard line as Reed's getting his total numbers to start.
Wow, what another spot.
Yeah.
He gained 3 and he got 2 with the step.
Wow. They marked it at the, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you watching, the referee was standing at the 23, marked first down, and they spotted it at the 25. So we made 2 extra yards. Somewhere, but that's fine. Better to gain 2 than lose 2. So back to the live action. Again, we have Sally under center. It's going to be a toss over here going to the far side. Blanton trying to get to the corner, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds. Not before he gets across the 35, past the 38 to right at the 40-yard line. Blanton running hard once again. And it took half of John Battle's team to knock him out of bounds as he ran hard to the far side of the field to get that first down.
Good combination. 10 rushing attempts for Reed for 35 yards, 6 rushing attempts for Blanton, 35 yards.
Wow. So here we go. Sally's it's going to be Reed time. Reed's at the 40, 45, cuts the ball back, and he is right at midfield. Gate City looking to maybe speed up the offense slightly. Nope, they're going to slow it back down. Reed jumped up and was trying to toss the ball to somebody trying to come back out, and they're going to give out another first down. I like the way the referee winds up like he's pitching a softball and to do the first down motion. So he's pretty animated officials we have out here tonight. So.
No comment on that.
Talk to your friends that came to tonight's game. They'll know what we mean. So again, back to live action. Sally hands the ball off to Reed. Reed is going to get about 3 to 4 yards before he is stopped. As he fights hard, but he is eventually stopped by number 88, Ethan Morse.
A great play that comes off the quick trap. If they will do it and have Sally pull it, that cornerback is playing in every single. He is going for the dive or the trap every single time, wide open to this side if he will do it. That is a running lane that Gate City could have taken advantage of.
Let's watch the pass as we bring in Hicks. And we run Mack over to the far side. Now it's going to be a pitch to Reed again. Reed is going to get the corner. He's at the 40, 35, and knocked out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. He was able to get the corner at the 40 and got an extra 7 yards before he's knocked out of bounds. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Gate City, as Reed's starting to warm up. As Joe said, the tandem of Landon Blanton and Luke Reed is starting to get the ball moving here in the second half for Gate City. So,
not fumbling. We've had 3 fumbles. We've lost 1 tonight. We've not fumbled any on this drive. That's going to be key for us.
Mm-hmm. Again, Blanton and Reed in the backfield. Reed's going to get the ball straight ahead, and he's going to be met by the middle of the line. He gets maybe 2 yards at the most, It's going to be 2nd down and 8 at the 31. As the clock winds down, and we're at about 6 minutes. Thanks, Chris. About 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Fast-moving third quarter where the